All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. So TRAXXAS has announced the Raptor R 4S vehicle. Now, I had the 3S model, and I'll get into that in just a minute, but these three colors that they have for this vehicle look really, really good in my opinion, and I may have to pull the trigger on this. So you guys let me know in the comments what you think, if I should go ahead and get one of these. They cost $649. So that's a little steep in my opinion, just to kind of change out the system. I know they did some stuff where they kind of beefed it up a little bit more than the 3S version, but what you're seeing here is me running it when I had the 3S version. But the specifications are right there. They're no different than the 3S version specs. I wish I still had my 3S, but somebody offered me a pretty good penny for it, so it's pretty much gone. But I may go ahead and pull the trigger on this 4S one. Of course, it comes with the 540XL VXL motor, and then it comes with the new 4S system too, which is going to be in there. And you guys know that they've got great build models. I mean, they're modular in design and stuff, so it's just a long low center of gravity slash, but it has lights and stuff for it too. Now, I put a light kit. I got the ones from the Stampede 4x4, the version 1, the original Stampede, and I put that on there. That made it pop out a lot more. And here's a couple of the images there. Now, I got tons of videos on my channel with this running. Is when I ran it on 3S, and here's some video footage here. And stay tuned after this, because then you'll see me taking it off, bigger jumps and stuff. But one of the problems I had was when I was jumping this, you guys will see on the first jump, and this is the 3S version, you'll see the body comes right off. Bam. Now, there's a way to fix that. You can kind of go in and put some foam padding underneath that clipless body, and you don't have to worry about that body coming off like that. But anyway, I think I may pull the trigger on this, because the problem I had with the 3S version was it ran great, but it overheated. I think after several minutes of running it, it just overheated. I had a fan on the motor and the ESC, and it's still overheated. And this is just some running footage of it here. And like I said, you stay to the end of this video, you'll see an entire video of me running this on 3S. And I enjoy the truck. I had a red one and I had a blue one, so I did have two of these. Don't know why. I think they had a sale going on at some point in time, but here's going to be the running video of it. But let me know in the comments if you guys think I should go ahead, pull the trigger on this, get this running. RC Driver's got a video up. I've seen him running, got to 60, I think 3 or 4 on this. So it'd be great to get this out and run it, not have to worry about it overheating or anything. So let me know in the comments. I'm going to quit my yapping if you guys want to watch the rest of this video. And I guess the majority will decide if I go ahead and pull the trigger on this and get this and take it through its paces, because you guys know I will. If I get it, I'll probably end up getting one of these plain bodies for it. But anyway, enjoy the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts on this. At $649, it is pretty steep, but we got these tariffs and stuff going on, so I can see why. So, and see you guys in the next video. Appreciate you watching. The motor as well, but this needs an 11-2 pinion gear. It definitely does, because it is bigger than a Slash. It doesn't get as much airflow as a Slash does, but man, look at that. Need to get some close-ups of that. Probably get a mouthful of dust, but you don't get too much more realistic than that looking. Yeah, this is actually doing a good job out here. It's cleaning up a lot of dust. And since my body is already scraped and scratched up, I'm not caring too much about that, but we're gonna hit a couple of jumps with this. And see if this body pops off. I was like, oh, what was that? It was a rock. This will perform okay off-road, but I think if you're gonna get it stock out the box, you definitely need to probably gear down on this. Uh-oh. Let's see. Something came loose. All right, that's something rubbing. But while we're out here, we're gonna go ahead and go until, probably shouldn't. It's probably something serious up in there. Let's see what this is real quick. Something's rubbing in here, and I don't know what it is. Let's see, turn this over. Let's see if we can hear what this is. Oh, it just shut off completely. Maybe I turned it off. Let's see. Let's click this back on. Let's see if it was maybe something just caught up in there. Something towards the rear. Something's rubbing and grinding, but you know what, y'all? While we're doing all this, we are gonna go ahead and take the big jump. The big jump for this area at least. And see if this body pops off. And I'll figure out what that is later on. Come on. Trying to do it without keeping that going. All right. All right, let's try this again. Wow, wow, wow. See, look at that, the body didn't come off that time. Now, when I jumped at the Misfits event, I landed flat and the body was popping right off, so I don't know what that was. I have no idea where these rocks are coming from. And since this is a high center of gravity chassis, but it is, wow, it is lower than the, it's a little bit lower than the Slash, the high center of gravity Slash. It is not going to have as much ground clearance, but I will be fixing that very, very soon because I'm going to actually do a monster truck conversion for this. Wow, wow, wow. I'm so curious what that noise is, but I'm gonna keep driving unless we see some smoke. It performs best just like this, and maybe on a, have to take this on an off-road track and let some racers take this out there. Hunter, if you're watching this video, next time I see you, if you remember, and you watch this far, let me know. We can take this to Loganville and run it on the track. I'm curious to see how it's gonna handle on the track. Stock out the box, no changes or anything. Look at that. Uh-oh, go on, Raptor, go. Let's do a jump to us. Hopefully we won't hit us. We got a big old dent on the side, look at that. Just poke that back in, we're good. So the body's a lot more durable, let me say this, than I anticipated. Because once I flipped at that Walmart, I've been going kind of crazy with it. Kind of like you guys are seeing here, but man, those headlights, you know TRAXXAS is gonna try to sell a kit. It's gonna have those headlights on there. It's gonna be like $25. And I say buy the Stampede 4x4 while you can. That's only like 12 bucks, I think. No overheating yet either. Ooh, wow, ooh. Now the body came off or came loose. So, all right, I'm gonna stop while I'm ahead, at least filming. I'm gonna actually take this and run this a little bit more and enjoy it. And you guys see my headlights kind of came unloose there. Plug that back up. But this did pretty good. I did a lot better than I thought. So next thing is gonna be the skate park. So yes, I will be taking this to the skate park
and giving it a run there. I'll probably protect the top of the body, maybe put some tape or something to protect, because it will flip over several times. I really don't want to tear it up on concrete, but we'll see how it handles the skate park. So stay tuned for that later on this week. As always, with the like, subscribe, stay tuned for more videos. I'm actually going to make this into a speed truck, so I'm going to stiffen the suspension up, lower down. I got some J Concept tires and wheels that are new. I kind of want to try out. They come in 17 and 12 millimeter hexes, so I'll be getting those and trying those out, and then I'll be gearing this thing to the moon to see what kind of speeds we can get. My aim is to get about 75 to 80 miles per hour with the stock system, just as a 1 or 2 passes, and see what we can do then. But anyway, guys, with the like, subscribe, stay tuned for more videos. Always, I appreciate you guys watching.